Hey, welcome back. I have a quick video I want to do. Everyone has seen the new Heresy stuff, I'm sure, but I figured I am just going to quickly unbox one of my rhinos. And that's because I've also built one, so I can kind of let you see the finished product next to the sprues, if that helps. And also, I just want to talk about how nice all the boxes are. They have a very nice look. I like that they've gone to this. This is what I've been saying for the entire time I've been unboxing. You can make the box kind of like whatever color you want in a sense, but for me, the thing that I want to see is the actual model in sort of like a posed diorama, battle scene, not just sitting there on like glass or something. This is cool to see again. I mean, maybe they've been doing this for a while with other new releases, but I stopped buying new stuff from 40K so long ago that I'm just used to the black or white boxes with just models sitting on them, laid out, nothing fancy. So it's nice to see this again. These are quite glossy boxes, as you can see. They're picking up the light really easily, but that's yeah, that's really nice. I like that. The back just kind of shows you what you can do with it. I do have sorry, I have to question the what they're showing to build on here versus what's in the book. I must be reading the Liber Hereticus wrong, because I swear it's saying I can only pick one weapon upgrade, which would leave me to believe I can only have a standard single bolter afterwards, but I don't know. I think I'm just reading that wrong. So you have all kinds of different weapon options, and yeah, it's really nice to have this style rhino too. I like having this back. This is sort of very much what I'm, nostalgia wise going to remember is this old style rhino, but I like that it's on the more modern, bulkier frame. Okay, so you get 3 sprues. Sprue C is all of your upgrades. The only thing on here that's sort of like pretty much mandatory would be the turret ring and hatches that you would be picking from. But otherwise, everything on here is just different upgrades you can add. I just realized I didn't put this on my other rhino. That's totally going on there. Yeah, lots of weapons. You can make different combi weapons. You can make smoke launchers, hunter-killer missiles, pintle-mounted heavy weapons, flamers, heavy flamers, multi-meltas, and heavy bolters. So, lots of cool stuff here. On this sprue, then you've got sprue A, I think this one is. Yeah, this is A. This is sort of some outer bits. The like the top and front, essentially. A little bit of side stuff. You get your doors and the hatches, and you get your you're stepping up planks. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, and the top hatches. So nice, compact little sprues so far. This is your big sprue. This is the main body, so to speak. You get your sides, you get your bottom, you get your smokestacks and your interior wall that you will never see, your back door. I was going to leave it open, but I had trouble actually getting the back door to go on and open and close well, and I don't know if I screwed something up. Like, it just felt like it was very difficult to push it in, and every time I was lifting it and closing it, it was very stiff. And like the pegs here, they're literally, I'll show you, they're just going white. You can just tell they're going to snap already, and it's only been built for like 15 minutes total. since I finished. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I assume I did something wrong. But if anybody else has had trouble with the ramp, definitely share that. It's something that, you know, probably good to know if it needs to be shaved down or something. That's what I'm probably going to do on my next one. If it on this one, if it happens again that it's obviously going to be a tight fit, I'm just going to take a scalpel or something, or some sandpaper, and just literally just shave it down just a little bit and see if I can get it in there snugly, but let it go up and down. I don't care about the interior. I don't want to paint it, as I said, but it just irks me that it was not going in right. Although, to be fair, I also had trouble getting one half of this base here to fit into its track section once they were built. And it was the same side that was stuck here, and I really am confused why that whole side just felt like it was a little too small. When I build this one, I'll be much more careful. I mean, I thought I was, but maybe I did screw something up in the building process. There are a couple of minor gaps, although it seems more like it's because this piece here, specifically on one side, it felt like it was maybe a bit warped. So it's like, I'll show you on the model, but it's a little bit of a gap I'm going to have to fill. But nothing major. I always fill gaps like that are that big before I start painting at this point, so a little bit of gap filling, a little bit of sanding, and it really won't be noticeable. Yeah, no, sprues are really nice. There's only 3, as you can see, only one's big. I mean, this sprue here, I had this empty in like basically 10 minutes. The tracks are your new modern GW tracks that go on a lot nicer than the old ones. Here's your rule book, your instruction booklet. And as you can see, I mean, lots of big chunky parts. And basically once you're done these 2 pages, you're essentially done that big sprue. There's, I mean, technically this other track set is over here, but you can frankly do that at the same time as the first one because it's just backwards. Yeah, it's gone together fairly well. I don't think I have any major screw-ups in my build. I mean, it's one thing I do find whenever I build tanks. The first tank, I always somehow screw it up. I don't know how. Like, I'll not have problems for, like, tanks 2 to 30, but tank 1, I don't know. I always mess something up. Yeah. And then you get all your options back here. These are the little things, like I was saying. Those first 4 pages basically are sprue A and B. And then you're into sprue C with all this. And it's really nice how it's put together. I'm happy with it. I do notice there are no rules in this book like they do in 40K, so I guess that's not a thing anymore, or at least not for this game. They must want you to buy the big, you know, like $85, I want to say, book in Canada. So yeah, here is the completed Rhino. This part's all glued together because, again, I'm going to stand by what I said. I'm going to move this up just a bit so that I can look at my book. It says a Legion Rhino transport may take one of the following, and it comes with the pintle-mounted twin-link bolter. So you get basically 2 of these when you build it, just as the standard. And you can sort of see it right there. You would get 2 single bolters. They count as twin-linked. And then it says you can take one of the following. Pintle-mounted twin-link bolter. Pintle-mounted combi weapon, any type. Havoc launcher, heavy bolter, heavy flamer, multi-melta. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little confused by that. The picture does show this setup, like in the book, but then it also is showing this with other things. So I do have to find out if I'm allowed to actually have had a heavy weapon. Like I was thinking, like this and a heavy bolter would be pretty sweet. The multi-melta and the heavy flamer are really nice too, but I think this and a heavy bolter here would have been pretty cool. but I'm very confused about how it's written versus what they're showing in the instructions. So again, I'll look that up. And yeah, this is that that gap I was talking about. This is fairly significant. I can really just get my whole fingernail in there, no problem. Over here a little bit, but that's more of a standard gap that you fill. This one's pretty big. And then I'll be going around and like kind of trimming the edges of these things like I always do. I never can get these smokestacks on anything to line up. I don't know if it's just me or if that is something pretty common. I tossed on the hunter killer, smoke launcher, and searchlight. I have some iconography I'm going to try to put on here. It's just a flat image of the Legion symbol, but I'm going to just get it on here, and then I'm going to slice it in half, sort of, so it's, you know, you can open the door kind of thing, but I'll get to, I might even actually just paint a black line over that spot so you can just tell that's where it opens. That'd probably be easier. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool model. It's a Rhino, though. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's seen a Rhino. The only thing I'm going to be doing extra is I did grab some of these because I'm doing Night Lords. I think having the rotting skulls on spikes and stuff, and I'm thinking to put this just sort of, thing sort of already sits. I just need to get it in the right spot. And there. Yeah, thinking just to do that, because again, just because it's the Night Lords, and I think having that stuff, it's not technically how you would do it, I would think, for most legions. Like, I don't think the other legions do this kind of stuff yet, but I'm going to do it for Night Lords. I'm going to also toss some, like, random body parts from, like, zombies and stuff on some of my vehicles. Skeleton bits, whatnot. Just because I kind of do picture, because they're you know, the terror troops, that having decomposing bodies and bones and stuff all over there from their victims, like just like literally on their armor and their tanks and whatnot, that would actually be quite fluffy. And I just kind of feel like the Night Lords are a little bit like the what were they called, the Reavers or something like that in Firefly. It's kind of like crazy cannibal people. So yeah, I think that's gonna look cool, and I will show you guys what this looks like once I get it all painted up. But that's going to be a bet. This is not my my primary focus. I do have some vampires I want to finish. Right now I'm just getting some of this built because I want to get the boxes emptied. A few of them, at least the vehicles, because I do have 3. Just so that those aren't sitting in a big stack over here, because this does require a bit of space. I don't want to just leave it on the floor, but I don't really have any shelf space for that much in the way of extra boxes, so at least getting the vehicles built is sort of a priority. Anyways, this video's taken way too long as it is. I didn't mean for it to go this long, so sorry about that. And if you stuck around till the end, I appreciate that. And as always, if you have any thoughts or comments, definitely would love to hear them. Yeah, like I said, I got this glued up now, just showing this back. I never did, I guess. Yeah, if you have any thoughts or comments, leave them down there. I'd like to see what you guys have to say about what I'm doing here. And if it's anything you want to see me do with the Night Lords Horus Heresy army, you can definitely leave suggestions. My plan right now is do some like on-screen painting and whatnot, just so I can kind of almost like do painting logs through video, just to like help motivate me and kind of show off what I'm doing, the decisions I'm making with them. So thanks very much for watching, and everybody have a great day.